I'm Chuck, KK6USY for Ham Radio Adventures. The other day, the guys at Car, Coffee and Ham Radios, and I were talking, and we decided to, I think Smokin' Nate came up with the idea of let's do a ham shack for $1,000. Now, with radio costs these days, it's kind of hard to do, but I managed to get mine in, and I'm sure they will also. So make sure you check out all 4 of our videos. Oh, and by the way, stick around to the end of mine because I have an extra little tidbit for you guys, a second one. So just make sure you stick around and catch that one also. So let's get on with the video.
All right, so let's get started here. Let's just go into departments. We are going to look at transceivers and receivers. Let's go into base stations. All right, now these first 2 would probably be my first 2 picks if I had more money, but at $1,000, as you can see, neither one of these makes the cut. They're both over $1,000. So let's just kind of go down. $13.99. That one's close, but no, not good. Or $3,000. All right, so here we go. So the ICOM IC718. This is a HF all band transceiver. If I remember right, it has no tuner. And it doesn't have 6 meter. Okay. So, and this radio is kind of old. Now you guys own this thing and you love it. That's fine. I'm not saying it's not a good radio. It's just a little older radio. Let's just go back and see what else we can find. If we do this again, go back to transceivers. Let's look in mobile transceivers, see what we got here. Got a couple ideas. Now this 2 meter. Oh, here we go. The ICOM 705. See, that's way too much too. It's only a 10 watt radio. So, all right. So it looks like, let's look at the FT891. FT891 goes HF and 6 meters. It also does not have a tuner, just like the 718, but it's a newer radio, and the noise reduction, everything on this radio is really, really good. And if later on you buy a like FTDX 10 or 991, some other newer Yaesu radio, all the settings in this for your audio can go to the other ones too. So let's just pick this. This will be our radio. So let's just make it $640. All right. Okay. Now, like I said, it doesn't have a tuner. Let's get a tuner for this thing. So let's go back in here again. And I have a tuner. Here we go. Antenna tuners. Alrighty. I think we're just going to go to LDG because I've had those before. I know they work pretty good. Okay, so we're going to do this LDG Electronic Z 100 plus automatic. All right, let's look at that one. So this will do up to 125 watts, so that covers us. It'll do 30 watts digital. That's what you're going to have to watch out with on this one. And it actually needs this cable right here. So this is $180. So we'll add that onto our stuff. I'll do a list of these all later. You also need this right here. This is $13. This is the interface cable. All right. I think that's all you need. I actually have this tuner, but I bought it for my 705. Buy something like this that can work with multiple radios, and I know this one will work with almost all the Yaesus. I think it works with a lot of the ICOMs and probably some Kenwoods also. Okay, well, we're still here. Let's look at. Let's go back in here. Let's look up antennas. We're going to look up wire antennas and parts. Wire antennas. I already know what we're going to get. So. And there's a lot of different antennas, a lot of great antennas out there. Like Chameleon, their antenna is way too expensive. Anything they pretty much make is too expensive for this, what we're going to do here. Not saying it's not a good antenna, but okay, we want to go into DX Engineering's. Okay, so what we're going to buy, where we're going to get is this one right here. This is a doublet, basically. It's a multiband dipole. I actually have this. It's been up for 6-7 years. Great little kit, and it comes with right here. So we're not going to have to buy much coax, because right here, if you look at this is ladder line. It's 300 ohm ladder line, and here's your wire over here, and this is the kit. It has everything you need in it to get your antenna up. Now when you come down here, it's good for 2,500 watts, so that's not a problem. You get 70 feet of wire, 14 gauge wire, so pretty heavy duty. It said recommended feed point height is 25 feet, and I know for a fact that at 25 feet, this thing, it works really well. The total weight of the antenna is 3.48 pounds. So let's see, what else do we need here? We've got a radio, we've got a tuner, we got a tuner cable. We have the doublet kit. Okay, we need a power supply. Okay, so our power supply, anything that DX Engineering has, or most places like that, are a little on the expensive side to keep it under our 1,000 limit here. So I'm going to go, I've got some stuff set aside here. Let's go in here and look. So we're going to look at this one right here. Now I actually own this. This is a megawatt, and they state in here that this is a true megawatt. This guy brought these out into the US, and they're pretty reliable. No noise. I mean, I've had mine running. I've since upgraded, and that's something you can do later. Let's see what it looks like here. There's a picture of it just showing you can get your voltage, and then it comes with a power cord with a switch. Okay. Now the only thing, if you look right in the top section here, you have volts plus, volts minus, and you have a ground. You just want to make sure the little cover is down and all that stuff, and just put this thing someplace where people can't get to it. I would say it's things are out there a little bit more than your conventional ones. Okay. So that gets us that. Let's go back to the list here. Okay, we're going to need a couple. We need 2 of these. So this is a 2-pack. They're cheap, but they're only short. They're only 2 feet. So you need one from the balun to the tuner and one from the tuner to the radio. So we're going to get a couple of those. Now, I had to save some money somewhere. So this is a good experience for everybody. They can learn how to make their own baluns. And this balun kit's only $18. It's Amazon's choice. It's got to be good, right? Okay, so, and it comes with everything. If you look at this, it's actually pretty cool. All the holes and everything are already cut and ready for you. It comes with all the parts, and it's only 18 bucks. So we have a radio, a tuner cable, a balun kit. We have 2 jumpers. We have a power supply and a doublet kit. And I have to tell you guys, this is exactly $1,000. And I'll show that to you later, all added up. I have a little, like I told you guys at the beginning, I got a little bonus for you. We're going to do another kit. And this kit is going to be around a different radio. So let me do R and L. This would be like my second choice, but this one's going to be really cool. I don't know. Here we go. This is, we're going to do a G90 next. Now G90 gives you 0 or 1 to 20 watts. This is kind of base for a new ham, and I would not suggest a pure QRP radio. Now 20 watts is still, while still low compared to the 891, it's still going to get you probably more contacts than a 5 or 10 watt radio. Okay, so we're at $440. Just round this thing up. Okay, now for the antenna, we're going to do the same thing. The difference about this radio right here, this is where this gets kind of cool. This has got like a 10-to-1 tuner built in, so we don't need a tuner for this. So the next thing we're going to look at is we're going to use the same power supply. Okay, it's more than enough for this radio. And just so you guys know, that was a 40 amp and 36 continuous on that megawatt. We're going to use the same antenna because we have a tuner here. We can tune this antenna, and that's the deal with a doublet. Now a doublet antenna needs a tuner. It can't be a 3-to-1. It just won't. They won't tune that. Maybe a couple bands, but it won't do everything. But what it does give you is this one's going to give you 40 through 6 roughly. I'm not sure that the balun will cover 6, but we'd have to check that. But anyhow, most doublets, like the one I have at my house, this is what I run. I can do. Actually, on mine, I've got it. It's 110 feet, which is like the minimum for 80. So it'll do 80 all the way to 6 meter. But I have stuff for 6 meters, so I don't use it there. Okay, so that's the reason we're going to do this antenna. It gets you a lot of bands with one antenna. All right. Okay, so let me go down the list here. We're going to use that same Ballon kit because it was cheap. And like I said before, it's something you got, something people can learn how to make, which is always good. You got those two jumpers, same jumpers. But we're going to look at this now. We're going to go back to DX Engineering. So right now we're at $439, $69, $65, $18, $15. And now this is going to be the cool thing. So we're going to get this mast. Now this is about 19.25 feet high, so almost 20 feet. So what we're going to do though, we're going to go back into here. We're going to go back to antennas. We're going to, since the bands are getting better and 10 meter is coming in, let's just look at this. Pick the brand we want. We're going to go high gain. And we're going to go 10 meters. That should get us down to our results. So we have a few choices here. You get some, $1,800. Oh, wow, those are way out of our price range. Oh, wait a minute now. What is this? $299. Huh, look at that. So this is a high gain, what they call a long john. It's really not that long. It's 8 feet on the boom. This is for 10 meters, guys. 10 meters is a great band to do some DX. And with 20 watts, 8.2 dBi, guess what? This thing, it's like, you multiply that times your 20 and you're doing pretty good. Now, it only weighs 6.8 pounds, so it's not a very heavy antenna. And this is for your base. And some of you guys actually, I would actually probably take this to a POTA at times. In fact, that's a good price. Okay, so that's all the parts for this. And if I look at my list here, that comes in at $989. And look at the antenna you're getting with this thing. 20 watts and 8.8 dBi gain. That'll get you out there, guys. And then later on, when you do add something like a 100-watt radio to your system, you already got a great antenna. So you got a really good base here. Hey, guys, I really appreciate you checking this video out, and all the guys here at Coffee and Ham Radios. It's just a little fun video that we all did, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Okay, well, I hope you guys liked the video, and we will be showing the whole video or parts of the videos on Saturday's show, this coming Saturday, which this may be after this Saturday, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But and then we'll be talking about each guy's thing. Make sure you see everybody's. Make sure you look at Jim's, FEP Labs. Make sure you look at TO. Make sure you look at the Smoking Apes. So if you're new here, think about subscribing. If you do subscribe, make sure you hit that bell and hit all. That way you get all my future videos. If you're not new here, thanks for coming back. Make sure you hit that like. 73 all. Hope to catch you on the airwaves. Hope you're all well.